So Isaac Magesa there making his way into the ring, weighing in on 60.65 on the official scale yesterday. And of course, RemmySimbeye into the red corner, weighing on 61.
At 60.65 kg in the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Isaac Magesa, all the way from Malawi. Oriental Brothers Boxing Promotions at 61.40 kg, ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner, RemmySimbeye.
So those are the two boxers. Just a quick glance at those records. The age of Remy, 29 from Zambia in the red corner, in comparison to 22 in the blue corner for Isaac Magesa. And of course, the two boxers closely weighing around the 61 kilogram mark, to be more precise, 61.4 for Simbeye, and of course 60.65 for Magesa. 10 bouts for the Zambian, and of course in comparison to that, 3 bouts for the Malawian, with a 62.5 knockout percentage ratio, and of course in comparison to Magesa's 75%. So that's the tail of the tape between these two, boxers as they square off in this lightweight non-title fight. It will be 8 rounds of exhilarating boxing, each round lasting 3 minutes. And just to reiterate, the referee for this one is Rafael Chalo, a hugely experienced referee in that regard. Judge number 1, Morgan Mwenya. Judge number 2, Mabel Mlenga. And of course, judge number 3, Paul Kunda. Our timekeeper for this particular bout, Crispin Katungu. The Zambian here in your picture in the black and white trunks, and his opponent in the yellow and black trunks as proceedings get underway here at the government complex, with the two boxers sizing one another up in the first 10 seconds or so. You have to love these two boxers, because there's a lot of talk that has characterized the start of this particular bout, or the leading up to this particular bout. But now the talking has stopped, and now the boxers will talk with their fists. So far, it's about just probably looking at the strengths and weaknesses of your opponent. But yeah, that's a hook that's definitely landed from Simbeye, the Zambian boxer, with the crowd definitely getting excited here at the government complex. Scores of fans shouting Remy, Remy. But Isaac Magesa certainly standing tall after that initial flurry of hooks and uppercuts. But as I say that, commentators curse, and once again on the front foot is RemmySimbeye there, trying to assert his dominance and use the home ground advantage. Always on the front foot, trying to ensure that, he is, oh my God, a combination of uppercuts and hooks by Remy, with both his left and right landing to significant effect here. At the moment, you have to say that the Zambian boxer RemmySimbeye definitely has the upper hand in terms of the scorecard and the number of punches that he's managed to score. As we enter the last 3 seconds, 2, and that's going to be the final moments of this particular, round, with Remy definitely showing his class. He's definitely been on the front foot during the course of this first round in this lightweight non-title fight. He's definitely getting on well in this particular fight, using the energy that he's absorbing from this crowd that has largely been partisan and behind him throughout the course of this first 3-minute round so far.
Yes, indeed. This is a very explosive fight. Both boxers coming out strong, and I can see that this is going to be very, very entertaining. That's the end of the first round. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful from both boxers. Yes, I love the energy. Both boxers coming out very, very strong.
Absolutely, you have to say that, Remy has taken the initiative to his opponent, Isaac Magesa, in this lightweight non-title fight between the two boxers.
Yes, I would like to think that Remy has just edged that round, so that round goes to Remy, and I score that round 10-9 to Remy.
We do know that the two boxers enter this particular fight with RemmySimbeye having fought 11 fights, winning 8 of them, drawing 2 and losing just the 1, in comparison to his opponent, Isaac Magesa, who has fought 3 fights, winning 1, drawing 2 and losing the other, or should I say, drawing none of them and losing 2.
Yes, indeed. Isaac wants to prove a point that those losses were just a blip in his career. So obviously he's coming out strong, trying to see what he can do to salvage his career. But Remy is a very seasoned boxer. He's been in the pro boxing for quite some time now, and he wouldn't want to dent his reputation.
At the ripe age of 29, you have to say that in terms of age, he's the more experienced of the two boxers in comparison to his opponent, Isaac Magesa, on 22 years of age. He definitely has more of the experience with those 11 fights in comparison to the 3, and it's certainly showing so far in the first and in the beginning of the second round, those far in this lightweight non-title fight.
Yes, indeed. It's a very exciting fight, and Remy coming out strong. Experience is showing, definitely experience is showing, and Remy is taking the fight to Isaac. He's pounding him, and he is doing it right.
For the sake of our viewers, Isaac in the yellow and black trunks, and of course Remy, the home favorite, the homeboy, in the white and black trunks in this lightweight non-title fight here at the government complex. Special thanks to our sponsors, the Ministry of Youth and Sport and Arts, Big Tree Beverages, Castle Pet, Samtel Oriental Queries, and of course 3 restaurants, Top Star, ZNBC, Value Tech, and of course this General Insurance, giving you the privilege of watching these historical pictures in the comfort of your home as Remy and Isaac Magesa go head-to-head in this particular fight. Another hook and another uppercut that has definitely landed, and considerable damage as Remy now continues to crank up the pressure on his opponent, Isaac Magesa, who's on the ropes now and is offering little resistance as Remy continues to be the man on the front foot in this particular bout, and the crowd is absolutely going crazy here at the government complex. And oh my God, Remy has landed with an absolute piece of the hook and has definitely turned his opponent staggering in that regard. Ben, what a combination of some ferocious left and right hooks jabbing him, and he's definitely had his boxer on the ropes with a lot of blood gashing through the nose of Isaac Magesa. Ben.
Yes, Isaac Magesa has taken a lot of punishment, and I don't see this fight going all the way. I don't see this fight going the distance because Isaac is tired.
Isaac is definitely tired, and look at those hooks. Look at those, body shots as well, making sure that he's taking out the air from the lungs of Isaac Magesa. Now, Magesa now is just basically taking a battering at the hands of Simbeye here.
Yes, he has been pounded. He has been pounded left, right, and center.
Look at the leg movement. It's so wide. You can say that he's literally just trying to balance and stay in this particular round, and it doesn't look like, Remy is giving him any opportunity to catch his breath, because his eyes are definitely...
Yes, his eyes are glazing.
Glazing definitely at this particular moment. You can definitely say that, the Malawian Isaac Magesa has been saved by the bell.
Yes, indeed. Isaac has definitely been saved by the bell. That was another 10-9 round to Remy.
That is the end of the second round here at the government complex. RemmySimbeye up against Isaac Magesa in this lightweight non-title fight. And here are just some of the highlights of an explosive and a very effective, very productive uppercut, hook, landing on the face of Isaac Magesa from RemmySimbeye to great effect. And I can tell you that looking at those pictures, still a lot of blood coming out of the nose and the mouth of Isaac Magesa. It looks like that is a very, very concerned corner from, the Malawian perspective.
I can see Remy doing a little bit of showboating there, and I think, I don't know what Hastings is going to tell his boxer. Hastings, of course, Sting, a former professional boxer with a fantastic career, but I don't think his protege is doing that well today.
Absolutely. It must be said that this is round 3 of this lightweight non-title fight here at the government complex. You have to certainly say, on the evidence of what we've seen in the first 2 rounds, and certainly this third round, it has to be the Zambian RemmySimbeye on the front foot. Definitely leading in that regard, with a number of body shots landing to the rib cage of Isaac Magesa. Isaac Magesa throwing wild punches, none of them really landing, but Remy definitely staying composed, protecting himself. And, oh my God, that's a hook. 3 hooks and an uppercut. Oh my God, you can see the blood gushing coming out of both the nose and the mouth of the Malawian boxer in the name of Isaac Magesa.
He's also a Zambian boxer. Isaac is also Zambian, but yes, he's seen enough punishment for tonight, and I don't think he's going to last. I don't think he's going to last.
Remember that this one is 8 rounds, and we're just midway through the third round, and it definitely looks like Magesa is definitely tired from a number of shots that have landed and hit the intended purpose from RemmySimbeye in this regard. I think the mouthpiece has come off for
Isaac's mouthpiece just coming out there. Isaac, do you think he's gonna last the 8 rounds?
It doesn't look that way from the evidence that we've seen. Looking at his footwork, it's absolutely all over the place. It's a sign of, Remy taking advantage and landing those blows, and Isaac definitely being tired. I think it's an ineffective, strategy that, Simbeye has been using. Those body shots to the rib cage, I think, are doing a considerable amount of damage, to Magesa.
Yes, indeed. Remy oozing with confidence. He's picking his punches well, and they're landing on the intended target. Isaac, they're trying to keep Remy away with his reach, his longer reach, but he doesn't seem to be doing well.
I just like the level of concentration. Look at those eyes by, Remy, looking straight into the eyesight of his opponent, showing no sign of intimidation, and ensuring that his punches are definitely landing.
Yes, Isaac is taking so much punishment, he's losing focus because he can't just keep Remy away. Try as he may, his long reach advantage is not being used at all.
Just looking at his face, and it's a sea of red alongside the nose and the mouth area, a sign that Remy has definitely been on the ascendancy. in all 3 rounds, if you ask me.
Oh, yes. Isaac coming back a little bit stronger there. He's managed to survive this round. I didn't think he would, but he has. I don't know what the next round is going to offer. But maybe Remy has used up a little bit of energy and just slowing it down there in the 3rd round. Let's see what the 4th round is going to be like, to see whether Remy is going to come back with the energy and force that he has used in the first 2 rounds.
It's a difficult job for the man we used to call the Sting, Hastings Walia, because his box are definitely on the receiving end. Here are just some of the highlight reels from that 3rd round that has just been coincided to the history books.
Those punches, when you miss those punches, you end up losing a lot of energy.
Exactly, and well, another one there that you can see that Magesa failing to connect with any body part of RemmySimbeye, as round 4 is upon us now.
Yeah, let's wait and see what the 4th round is going to offer us. But indeed, I think we're still going to see Remy coming out stronger.
You have to love the crowd that has come out here, because they've been cheering on every single punch that these 2 boxers have been throwing. Largely it's been Remy throwing them in the direction of Isaac Magesa, but yeah, I think the crowd have definitely played their part in this particular bout. I mean, so heavy on his feet is Isaac Magesa, probably just trying to stay away from those ferocious punches that he's been on the receiving end over the course of the 1st, 2nd and 3rd round, as the 4th round is in procession now.
Yes, indeed. Starting on a slower pace again. Starting on a slower pace, but yes.
I think the onus now is on Isaac Magesa to take the initiative, because if this one's going to go to the scorecard, if it continues like this, it's definitely going to be a win for RemmySimbeye, who's...
Yes, Remy is definitely up on the points, but we'll wait and see if this fight will go the distance.
I don't know whether that blood is owing to the fact that the 2 boxers maybe have been hugging each other, but it looks like Remy also is...
Yeah, Remy seems to be tiring a bit there.
Some blood coming out of his left eye, if I'm not mistaken there.
Yes, indeed.
That should be a concern.
I didn't see whether that was from a clash of heads or that was from a punch. I didn't see that. We'll probably see that in the highlights.
Yes, probably the highlights will tell us the story of that, cut to the left eye of RemmySimbeye, but regardless, seemingly on the upside in terms of this particular bout so far, on points scored so far.
Yeah,
this one very, very slow, not as explosive as the first, 3 rounds. An indication that the 2 boxers might be tiring now.
Yeah, the crowd trying to cheer Remy on. They've noticed that he slowed down his pace. He needs to pick it up again, but probably conserving his energy.
You think what we've seen, a little bit of a slower pace in the 4th round, Ben, is an indication that the 2 boxers probably tiring a little bit now?
Yes, indeed. And I think there's a little bit of concern for Remy's corner with that cut above his, or to the side of his left eye.
Just to remind our viewers, it's 8 rounds, with each round lasting 3 minutes. So we are approaching the midway point, if you like, of this particular boxing bout. It's a lightweight, non-title fight between RemmySimbeye in the black and white trunks and Isaac Magesa in the yellow and black trunks. And as I say that, the round concludes here at the government complex. We're at the midway point, Ben. Your overall submission in terms of what has happened thus far in this particular bout?
Well, the first 2 rounds definitely went to Remy. The 3rd round, it was a close, probably a tie. The 4th round, that'll probably put it at a tie as well, because neither boxer showed me that they had the edge over the other.
Just a quick reminder that you can make yourself a some cool cash on the main title fight, which is between David Mwale and, of course, Michael Decardi Nelson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thanks to CastleBet, you can make your bets and win big on the fight between David Sniper Mwale and Michael Decardi Nelson right now on www.castle.bet. That's www.castle.bet. You can place your bets now ahead of that epic showdown in the WBC International Bantamweight title fight. Round 5 now is what you're seeing on your screens as the two boxers continue to size each other up in the initial stages of this particular bout at the government complex here in the capital city of Zambia, Lusaka. The two boxers squarely in the middle of the ring, maybe an indication of how the first 30 seconds have gone in this particular 5th round. Evenly balanced so far. But yeah, Remy now picking up the tempo with a combination of 2 or 3 hooks with his left and right. Definitely catching his opponent there. I think those are the first punches thrown in anger that have landed so far in round 5, as we now enter the 2nd minute in as far as round 5 is concerned. You have to feel that at this particular moment, Isaac Magesa needs to really up his game. Well, I think those 2 or 3 punches definitely landed by Magesa, but Isaac, you know, Remy definitely coming back with his own, but that jab and that considerable reach by Magesa proving to be effective in this particular 5th round, keeping away his opponent. Couple of missed punches, tired punches, if I may add as well, by both boxers. The two boxers, oh my God, that's a left hook that definitely landed from RemmySimbeye. I think the punches by Isaac Magesa, particularly very weak.
Yes, both boxers have slowed down tremendously. As we go into, as we are in the last minute, both boxers are really slowed down.
Ben, do you think that it was probably RemmySimbeye's strategy to go out hard in those first rounds and probably aim for a knockout, which has not materialized, and now plan B is not as effective as plan A?
I agree with you. Remy came out strong. He thought he would take his opponent out, considering that he doesn't have that much experience, but he found his opponent a tough nut to crack, so he's definitely going to plan B, and plan B isn't yielding so many results.
So round 5 has come and gone and is now consigned to the history books. We'll be looking forward to round 6, but it must be said that, you know, the pace has definitely slowed down in this particular, you know, bout. The first 3 rounds were explosive from RemmySimbeye, but the next 2 rounds haven't been as explosive, as intensive as the first 3 bouts, 3 rounds rather.
Yes, indeed. The ultimate rounds, the latter rounds, have really slowed down. So let's see what this round is going to offer us. But both boxers seem to have tired down. They're tired.
You just feel that in the grand scheme of things, if this one is going to go to the scorecard and go the distance at this particular rate, Remy definitely has the upper hand. So it's Isaac Magesa who has,
yes, indeed,
the considerable headache and has to do something out of the extraordinary to get this, you know, fight back into the equilibrium, if you like.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Remy definitely on ahead on points. Let's see how this fight pans out. But Remy definitely ahead on points. Isaac has to play catch-up, and for him to do a catch-up, he's got to win at least 3 rounds. So, let's see how it goes.
The first 20 seconds of the 6th round have come and gone. The two boxers literally just sizing one another up. A couple of wild swings, but not landing. Oh, definitely that one by Simbeye, definitely landed. And now with a couple of combination, left, right, trying to up the tempo is Simbeye. And you can see that the footwork is almost non-existent by Magesa into the corner. He comes out of that corner, but yeah, Simbeye now definitely trying to be on the front foot, definitely trying to be on the ascendancy end. It's Magesa who's on the ropes, leaning on the ropes from time to time, trying to conserve his energy. And the crowd definitely loving what they're seeing from Simbeye here as Simbeye puts his opponent into the corner. Leaning on the corner is Magesa. Could this be the beginning of the end? Ben, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think Remy is going for the kill now. Remy definitely going in for the kill. He sensed that he can do it now.
You just see Magesa, who's literally been on the ropes in a number of occasions in this particular round, which now enters the last 1.5 minutes as another hook, left one and the right one on the ropes is Magesa. As
I just can't understand how he's staying up after all that punishment.
Another left hook by Simbeye on his opponent Magesa, and Magesa literally now is taking now a cool number of punches. Oh my God, another left, another one, another left. A combination of left to right. Oh my God. Simbeye now literally punishing him.
I think the referee's gonna step in now.
Oh my God. Oh, and the referee there.
Yes, indeed, the referee had to step in.
Stepped in. And now this one. Hastings trying to give some sort of advice to his boxer, but if he continues like this, it might be the beginning of the end.
Well, that's that for that fight.
In fact, yeah, that is that. So,
is that it?
It looks like
yes, it is. That's the end of that fight. That's the end of that fight. But wait. Well. Isaac couldn't survive that onslaught. And it's good to see Charles Manucci in Remy's corner there. Yes, the former WBC international and silver champion, Charles Manucci from Zimbabwe, but fighting under Orento Quarries during his earlier days.
Absolutely. There's a very tired, very tired Isaac Magesa in your picture there. I think he's taken a huge battering in this particular fight, but RemmySimbeye there definitely taking in all the plaudits and well-deserved from this crowd. I think that has been absolutely engaging in this particular lightweight non-title fights here at the government complex, and Simbeye are taking in those applause, and we're just waiting for that confirmation from the judges that will ultimately hand over the official results to the MC, Mr. Alik Mugala.
Let's wait for the official time of that stoppage. Yes, a very jubilant RemmySimbeye there, stopping Isaac Magesa in the 6th round after 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
Well deserved from RemmySimbeye. He was largely on the front foot for almost the entirety of this fight in the lightweight division. It was a non-title fight between RemmySimbeye and of course Isaac Magesa, and an easy result at the end of the day. And as Ben mentioned, 2 minutes 8 seconds in the 6th round, a TKO victory for RemmySimbeye over his opponent Isaac Magesa. And so much more boxing to look forward to as a jubilant, a victorious RemmySimbeye leaves the arena.
Yes, indeed, a very jubilant RemmySimbeye after that TKO win over Isaac Magesa.
Remember that we're so thankful for our sponsors, the Ministry of Youth, Sport and Arts, Big Tree Beverages, Castle Bed, Zamtel, Oriental Quarries, Tree Restaurant, Top Stars, ZMBC, Value Tech, and Cis General Insurance. Let's stand by for our next bout.